Hi, you all. I think I'm live now. Yeah, it'd be interesting just to see who does come on just for this random live. So, I guess we'll just see who we get. Definitely will be interesting. A quick sort of impromptu random live because things are a bit boring here and it's a bit quiet. So, yeah, we're just going to sit here and see who's going to come on and who wants to have a bit of a chit chat and share some channel news or what have you. It's terribly dark out here, but it's hot outside. It's 81 degrees, so, But anyways, you get that. And I just thought, oh, yes, it'd be interesting just to see who's going to come on and wants to have a bit of a chit-chat. We may not see anybody either. I guess we'll just see what happens and who comes on. I might just bring up the temperature of the radar and we'll just see what that looks like. So just bear with me. Could do with a copy too, and I haven't sort of made one yet. I've just got some left. Oh, Dustin, hi there. Great to see you. Really great to see you. If you want to come up, I'll just drop the StreamYard link too. I haven't seen you for ages. You must have been really, really busy. Just wait till I get the... Oh, Darcia. Hi there, Darcia. Great to see you also. But yeah, we've got somebody famous who's just popped in, Bushcraft Tools. A long time supporter, a really good supporter of my channel. So it's really great to see Dustin here. Oh, I see. Oh dear. You're not with Care Bear, are you? Oh, in bed, yes. I'll just get the link if anybody wants to come up. Where have I got the link? Invite. Yeah, I sort of been using StreamYard, then I'll use Melon, then I'll use StreamYard, and then I get a bit blur. Which one? So I've just dropped the StreamYard link here in chat. Oh, cool gamer. Hi there. Great to see you. Oh wow, a blizzard. Looks like Christmas in Oregon. Oh, you're so lucky. It's about 81 degrees Fahrenheit here, which translates to about 28 C, I think. So, yeah, it's a bit warm. I might just see if I can bring up Dustin's channel, and we'll show Dustin's channel, and we'll give him a bit of a shout out. Since we've got somebody famous here, which is absolutely brilliant. So just bear with me as I get everything up here. I did drop a message to Jocelyn saying that I'm going to go live, but yeah, she's not come on at the moment. So she's probably busy. She's moved again, so she's up in Washington State, so she's getting some snow also for Christmas, she was saying. So don't know if we'll see her again today, or see her today or not. I guess we'll find out. Just going to share this page up of Dustin's, and we'll drop his link. Yeah, Jocelyn. But yeah, we'll just get Dustin's channel up and show everybody Dustin's channel. And we'll give Dustin a big shout out. I'll drop her a message and say you're on. Whether she's looking at the screen or not, I don't know. I'll just drop her a message anyways and see if she comes up. Be great to see her. Oh, yes, just to the north of where you live, Darcy. Wow. Wow. So, yes, she's not that far from where you are. That's really, really, really interesting. We'll just get Dustin's channel link and we're just going to give him a bit of a shout out here too. So we just got Dustin's channel link up. I wish I had some mods around. Yeah, the drawing for what I had yesterday went quite well. I'd like a few more people in, but that's what sort of happens, I'm afraid. You know, it can be a bit hit and miss with live streams and videos and all of that. I did that Christmas video of the ball too, and actually I was quite surprised how few views that one got, but it does happen. And then you do a short, they're sort of hit and miss. I just released one earlier today. I think it might have got about 200 or 300 views. Sometimes you get a couple of thousand. It's sort of hard to tell. Oh, Michelle, I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, terrible. And I've heard there's a lot of colds and flus going around where you all are. So, yeah, please do take care and stay safe. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Dustin's got some really wonderful videos and he, you know, does some cooking out in the woods, and he's built quite a lot of wonderful shelters, and then he'll go out to the beach and do a catch and cook on the beach and catch shrimp and lobster and all sorts of wonderful things. So he's got a lot of very wonderful content and really wonderful videos. So definitely worth checking him out. Oh, yes. Yeah, Briz Crochet. Yeah, Darcia is her name. Legend. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know where Jocelyn is. I just. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Michelle. I haven't got Nightbot set up yet. So if I might just put you in blue and you can drop your channel link, and you also, Darcia. I'll put you in blue and you can drop your channel links. That'll be the easiest. Because I don't seem to have a lot of moderators here today. But yeah, I've got to set up Nightbot to do that. Somebody was saying you just put nightbot.com as your moderator and that should have Nightbot to work. So I should try that because I have sort of you know, signed in at Nightbot and all of that. It would be sort of quite handy to have that one working. But anyways, what have you been up to, Dustin? And what's everybody else been up to? Michelle and Darcia, what have you been both up to? Oh, Hooga Homestead. Hi there, CB. Great to see you. Yeah, we got somebody famous here in the live stream today. Dustin of Bushcraft Tools. I might just get his link on screen. But yeah, his channel link is in the chat. Oh, awesome, Michelle. Great. Thanks for dropping your link. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, Dustin has a wonderful channel. Yes, for sure. And yeah, it was quite cool when he got that. Oh, just left the village pub. Oh dear. I remember a video or a live stream. Dustin came in and yeah, he tempted me to open a bottle of ginger beer, and yeah, that was interesting. And that was about the time when Dustin got his wonderful plaque for hitting the 100K subscribers. So yeah, that was quite a live stream. Oh, no good. No problem, Dustin. No problem. Yeah, I'm thinking it must be early for you. Yeah, 1:40 a.m. Yeah. I'll show you a bottle that might interest you, Dustin. Or I'll show you a couple of bottles that might interest you. I don't know if you've tried this one. It's at Aldi. I'm sure you'd have it at your Aldi too. I should go full screen here, shouldn't I? Can't see much when. It's about half the price or a third of the price of Bailey's here. And it actually really tastes very, very nice. Oh, Troy. Hi there, Troy. Really great to see you. And Troy, oh, a lock-in. Oh, yes, locked in the pub. Is that what happened? Oh, wow. Yeah, not a good time to be on video. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, 8:41 p.m. where you are, Troy. And Troy is a member of my channel and much, much, much appreciated. Yeah, chug it, then jump in the river for content. Yeah. That would be something that V.I.P would do if you V.I.P Foul Macacular. If you see a couple of my silly videos, you'll know what I'm talking about there. Yeah, Troy. Yeah, he really is. He's a legend. Troy is a legend. I really appreciate my couple of members, and there is some special emojis that you can use too, Troy. For members only. Oh, I've got another bottle that'll interest you too, Dustin. Definitely not chugging that. That would be trouble. But I thought there's better meads around. This one I was a bit disappointed. I mean, it's okay, but I think there's better ones. I'll find out that it's made here, product of Australia, so that probably explains a bit. But it'll go one of these nights, I guess, Dustin. It'll just sort of evaporate one of those times. I've heard there's a lot of colds and flu around. Yes. Oh, that sounds great, Michelle. Working in ends for the squares you made for the Casablanca Afghan. Wow, that's awesome. Really, really, really awesome. Yeah, I don't know where Jocelyn is. I messaged her through Facebook Messenger, but yeah, she's probably still busy. It's probably quite early where she is yet. Would it be like about 5:45, I guess, p.m. where she is? I'll put this back in the fridge because the Aldi version, once you open it, you sort of have to keep it refrigerated. So a little bit different to Bailey's, but it tastes almost exactly the same, and it's really, really nice. And for being a lot cheaper, I think it's sort of well worth it. What have you been up to, Troy? I guess pretty busy trying to get things done before Christmas too. Um, Just thinking, what have I got pinned? I think I've got my support my channel pinned. I'm just thinking maybe I should pin the one for coming up if somebody wants to come up. I might pin that one. Oh, I've got it on screen. No, I want to pin that one. Thinking, where have I got that one here on chat? I sort of have to run the chat on the phone to keep up with the chat because chat on StreamYard is always a bit behind. Funny how that works. And this is just a random live, so I'm sort of quite surprised how many have sort of come on. I wasn't going to do a live, and I do have one set for, well, it's a bit after midnight tonight. Calling it my Sunday morning live, so that'll be interesting to see who I get coming on there. Me, what have I been doing? I had the big draw for the hashtag Christmas 22 is coming yesterday, and of course we did get a prize winner there, so we'll have to do the prizes for that. Hunting season at the ranch, looking for poachers and trespassers. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of those during hunting season. It could be interesting, that one. And probably just before hunting season and just after hunting season, a lot of poachers, and then before daylight hours and after daylight hours, there's probably a lot of poachers then too. A popcorn garland for decorating. Wow, that sounds interesting. Sounds really, really interesting. Actually, really, really cool. Yeah. Let's see if I missed any alerts here, because alerts sort of do get buried here. So I think we all know how that works. I don't know, Dustin, if you've checked out V.I.P, but you'll get a giggle from V.I.P if you have a look at those videos. Oh, yes, 15 elk in your yard an hour ago. They're hiding from the hunters. Oh, wow, could be trouble if one of you decide to put a hunting blind in your yard, then, couldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, love elk. Yeah, that's so cool, and yeah, so interesting. And I've heard they're really, really, really delicious, and I've never tried it. I love venison, and so many people have told me it's even better than venison. So yeah, that's very interesting. I've got to get some more venison steak and do a review of it too. The venison that you get here, it would be sort of interesting. Don't know if Dustin's still awake with us or not. He might have fallen asleep. Thinking, where's that silly video? Because I might just drop the link to that silly video for you all just to have a giggle at too. Yeah, I love game meat. Yes, yeah, most of it's pretty good. Oh yes, live devotionals every day at 6:30 a.m. Central Time. Oh, awesome. If I'm awake then, because I'll probably fall asleep and then set my alarm and get up to do my live, which would start about an hour after your devotional. But yeah, if I'm awake then I'll definitely have that on. Let me see. I'm just going to get this silly video up and show you all that one. Yeah, this one. I'll have to open the thing just to get the link to show you all. I'm not going to play it here now though. I was on there getting lives from there, but yeah, just a silly video, and I'm sure you'd all get some giggles if you sort of hear one of some of the things she says. Oh, excuse me. Now I'm starting to cough. I'd ran to the mall and back, and so the mall's a bit peoply, I'm afraid. So I hope I haven't picked something up myself. It's just going to buffer that thing. Just get rid of that. But yeah, I'll just link that one up. Somebody who hasn't seen that might get a giggle out of that. And yeah, I think Freedom might be doing another appearance sometime during the week coming up, I think. Oh yes, take care, Darcia. And yeah, internet problems can happen here too. I know I didn't have the best internet yesterday when I was trying to do the draw. I think I might have to get the Wi-Fi router and just bring it down here next to the computer and maybe even plug it in so that I get Wi-Fi and a better connection. But anyways, never mind. It certainly does keep things interesting. Yeah, what was I going to do? Oh, the weather. I was going to bring that up and show you what our weather is doing. So bear with me as I get that because everybody's always interested to see how hot it is when it's cold for you. Oh dear, it's creeping up. It's now 83. That's a bit yucky. A bit yucky, but anyways, I'll just bring that one up. And yeah, 83 at the moment. Humidity 32, wind 19 miles per hour. Yeah, it is starting to the wind is starting to pick up a little bit, isn't it? Out there. But yeah, I'd walked to the shop and back. I was wanting a couple of cold drinks, so I walked down to the shop and got a couple of bottles of soda. So, but I walked there and back before it sort of got any hotter. Thank goodness. Let's see. We'll bring up the radar and see what that's doing. Does look like there's something coming up. We'll share this one instead. Dustin's probably fallen asleep, which I could totally understand if it's about 2 a.m. or coming up to 2 a.m. I totally do understand that. That does happen. I think I better go and grab my coffee too, so just bear with me as I go and grab that. I'll just go and grab the coffee and put that on, so just bear with me. Definitely need that. And who's still with us? Definitely, I am needing my coffee. Just bear with me as I get my coffee. Yeah, who's still with us, or has everybody fallen asleep? Which I totally can understand that. And yeah, I'm out of coffee, so having my last coffee for today until I next get some. I did forget the coffee when I went down to the shop, so that sort of happens. One of those blur moments. It sort of does happen, but anyways, never mind. I know Dustin, if he's still here with us, will tell me, "Oh, get into that mead bottle and chug that." Oh, that could be a disaster, couldn't it? Could be quite a disaster, and I'm sure it would give lots and lots and lots of giggles. Oh, it sounds like my coffee might be done, so I'll just go and get that. So bear with me as I go and grab that. And then I'll be back. Oh, good, Troy. Yep, still here. Oh, cleaning the gear, getting ready for tomorrow. Awesome. I'm just grabbing my coffee. Yeah, maybe you should SMS Jocelyn. Troy. Oh, I've got alerts going off here. That always happens. Twitter, by the look of that. Um, all good. I'll just get some milk for my coffee, and I'll get rid of the radar. What's your weather like at the moment, Troy? Has it cooled down at all, or getting still some warm weather? Because yeah, I know it sort of gets hot in Florida, sort of nearly all year round. So yeah, that keeps things interesting. Get rid of the radar. Got my coffee here, so but I'm out of coffee now anyway. So just waiting on YouTube to be kind, and then I'll be getting some more coffee, I guess. Real coffee, not just instant coffee. Oh, that one's not very hot, but then it's hot out there, so it probably doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I think Dustin's definitely fallen asleep here by the look of things. Which I don't blame him if he's sort of back from the pub. It's sort of you know does affect things a bit, I guess. I'm sure there'll be some funny stories. And I wonder if we met up with Care Bear. Fair bit of mischief goes on between those two at times. I think it would be a real riot watching those two in the pub, I'm sure. We've sort of got people coming in and going, I think, at the moment, but that sort of happens, and it's sort of hard to tell with these live streams how many you'll get and how many are actually in, because sometimes people drop in and out too, or it doesn't sort of show an accurate count. So yeah, it's sort of interesting. I thought Jocelyn might have got to me. She must be out or busy or something. Or she might be somewhere where there's not a lot of internet service too. I think the other day when she was on the live stream, she was outside to actually get enough network just to. 62. Yeah, that's not too bad. A nice breeze and fireflies. Yeah, wow. Never seen fireflies. They certainly would be quite a sight. Nothing like that here. Only skeeters and biting flies and other bugs and stuff. But yeah, no fireflies. Nothing pretty. Nothing really nice. Just all the nasty bugs and none of the nice ones, except maybe the odd butterfly or something. Or ants. There's lots of ants at the moment, and those little red ants. They probably look a bit like a fire ant, but at least they're not fire ants, I guess. Oh, Michelle, yep, you're here. Awesome. great to see you're still here with us. I've got at the moment, who have I got running on playlists? I've got Jess of Sassy Southern NC Girl. I've got her playlist running still at the moment. So she wanted some hours, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll go and run her playlist. And yeah, she's got something like about 400 videos on her complete playlist. I'm only about 50 or 60 through, so that'll be running for a while yet, I think. It'll probably be running all the rest of today and maybe tomorrow, all of tomorrow. So, anyways, it's good to help some other channels out, and because I have a couple of spare devices and a spare account, I sort of generally will have somebody running just to help their watch hours out. Whoever needs some watch hours, you just ask, and I'll just get onto another account and run them. Oh yes, Michelle, still trying to get 100 on your channel. Oh, 1,000, 1K. Yeah, I should. Did you drop your link before, Michelle? You did, didn't you? I'll have to share you out on my community tab later too, and hopefully you get a few people come across and show your channel some love. Yeah, hopefully. Oh yes, 555. Oh, that's an interesting number. Oh, I remember when I was still trying to get to the 1K, and at one stage it was on 666. I thought, oh, I want to get rid of that number real quick. I didn't sort of like that number much. Oh yes, then you could worry about watch hours. Yeah, that's a big thing too, because the watch hours are only worked on for the last 365 days. They start sort of dropping off the other end then. So, yeah, when you sort of get close to the 1K, that's sort of a good time for everybody just to try and boost your hours up, just so that you can, get the magic dollar signs. And there's not a real lot in it unless you sort of have some videos go viral, but, every little bit does help. And, everything that I sort of get from YouTube sort of goes back into the channel in some way. Whether it's paying for gear and equipment to make new videos or whether it's for a giveaway, it sort of all goes back into the channel. And I've sort of been a bit busy on some new merch working on that. So I think I'm going to get some more stickers up on my merch or something. I'm going to get on to Gail or Lisa or somebody to help me out with stickers. I've got to get a heap of stickers made, and then somebody could post them out when they're posting out their own stickers. If I get them made here and post them from here, it costs a fortune because, of course, most of the stickers that I'd be posting out would be like to the United States or Canada, a few to the UK as well. Of course, I must get on to Dustin and get him a sticker too for my channel. And I remember I had a giveaway, was it last year? Care Bear won a t-shirt, so hopefully he's still wearing that t-shirt around and advertising my channel, which would be really wonderful. Yeah, Sticker Mule. Yeah, it seems like Sticker Mule might be one of the best options. Of course, I'd get them made in the United States and then have somebody deal with my stickers in the US, of course. To get stickers made here, you've got to pay an extra tax and all of that. And I don't really want to be paying extra taxes to the government here if I can avoid that. But yeah, really great to see you, Moon. Really great to see you. And thanks so much for coming by. We did have somebody here famous earlier, but he's probably fallen asleep. We had Dustin of Bushcraft Tools came up and said hello. Well, he was in the chat. A bit tired to come up on the screen, but it was great to see him in the chat. Maybe I'll see him at my next live in about 11 and a half hours time, the one that I'd sort of set. Was a bit quiet today, not much going on, and I thought, oh, I'll just go on live and see who wants to come up or who wants to talk or chat or say hello. Well, he's more famous than me too, Moon, and even more famous than V.I.P. So yeah, he's got 200k followers on his channel, or over 200k followers on his channel. So yeah, more famous than me for sure, and more famous than V.I.P as well. And of course, he's really good friends with TA Outdoors as well, and he's got now 2.5 million like on his channel. So yeah, he's got quite a few subscribers on his channel, and yeah, he's really quite famous, and he's got some brilliant content too. Mike, if you ever check out Mike's channel, I should bring up those channels and show you. Weather here is pretty awful. I'll just bring that up, and oh, it's 84 now. No wonder I'm getting hot and bothered. I'll bring that weather up and I'll show you, and you'll think, ugh. So yeah, just wait. I'll just bring that up. So yeah, pretty hot and bothered with that. Just see if I can bring up Dustin's channel again. I'll show you Dustin's channel. I did put the link to his channel earlier in the chat, so if you scroll up, you can find his channel link. Just bear with me as I'll get that up. Oh yes, awesome, Michelle dropping. Yeah, I've definitely got to get Nightbot set up to do that. To drop links. But yeah, that's Dustin's channel. He's been a great supporter to my channel too. Ever since I started up. 4 years ago, I started. My first real video was in January, but I did sort of put up a few really short clips in December. So I got an alert on Creator Studio saying, oh, it's my channel's birthday. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, we just got Dustin's channel highlighted here at the moment, and I did drop his link earlier. I'll just bring up Mike's channel since we were talking about Mike. It would be quite 2.25 million he's got. Would be quite the turnout if Mike come up on one of my live streams, wouldn't it? But yeah, we just have Mike's channel up now. TA Outdoors. He's got some really, really wonderful videos as well. Great outdoors videos. Bushcrafting and shelter building and even some cooking. And he now owns a woodland in England. So really great content and interesting videos there. And of course, he's done quite a few collaborations with Dustin, who was here earlier. I'll get his link up here and drop his link because, yeah, if you're interested in bushcraft, he's got a wonderful channel and well worth checking out. Oh, this internet's a bit slow here now too. Funny how that is. But we had a funny video about about a year back. A very funny live stream. We had both Dustin and Care Bear Adventures in the chat room or up on the screen as well. And, yeah, that video was absolutely hilarious. I think Troy was on that one. Trying to think if Troy saw that one or not, but yeah, it was absolutely hilarious. We'll just bring up Care Bear's channel as well. Waiting on the internet. But yeah, if you watch Care Bear Adventures, he's got some hilarious videos as well. And he does do outdoor content, but he also does some comedy videos. So well worth checking him out. And you'll get a giggle from his videos. I'll just drop his link and then we'll go back to the full screen. Who have we got with us still? Everyone's probably falling asleep. Which I certainly do understand. You know, that does happen. Yeah, so we've only got the one viewing here. That might be me running it. Oh, yes, you're still here, Michelle. Numbers can be a bit hit and miss on this thing too. I don't know if the live stream numbers are always that accurate, actually. I don't know how long we're going to sit here today. An hour, maybe an hour and a half. Probably won't have such a long live stream. Oh, I wonder what's happened there. Maybe the internet here. Oh. Oh no, sound seems to be coming through here, so I don't know what's happening there. Yeah, I must. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Maybe my internet's a bit funny too. I should, as I said, I should really get the Wi-Fi down here and plug it in. But I sort of have it up the other end of the house. It's sort of useful if I'm sort of up the other end of the house to have it there. So, oh, you hit mute somehow. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, I must. Or maybe I should look into like a Wi-Fi extender or something. Because I don't really want to move the Wi-Fi from where it is on the other end of the house because where it's at catches about a tower that sort of has a faster data upload and download. So I don't really want to move the Wi-Fi if I can help it. Because yeah, all the phone towers are sort of up that end or that way, or back that way a fair bit. But the tower that sort of catches here is a bit slower. So I'm located in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. I'll just bring that map up again, actually, and show you that. I'll just zoom out here. So yeah, I'm located about here where the mouse is. Oh, good, there's some rain coming. That'll cool things down when it does come. But it's probably an hour or a few hours off here yet. I'll just zoom out to the whole country, and you can sort of see where I am in relation to the whole country. So I'm right down here where the mouse is hovering, right down the bottom. So yeah, upside down, I guess you could say, Michelle. And yeah, certainly upside down seasons here. Summertime here, when I know wintertime where you all are, and it's absolutely crazy and strange to have Christmas in summer. It's just crazy. It just doesn't seem right, and I've been here 6 years, and it still doesn't seem right to have Christmas in summer. So yeah, crazy. Oh yes, Kansas. Yes, of course. Tornado Alley, Kansas. Yeah. Where the wonderful Wizard of Oz, where Dorothy lived, was in Kansas too. I remember. I've never been to Kansas. I've been East Coast and West Coast basically. Been Los Angeles once, and then been to New York City, and upstate New York. Actually spent Christmas in upstate New York. We're talking about 15 years ago or something. So a long, long time. Yes, Wizard of Oz. Yes. Yeah, 15 or so years ago, spent Christmas in upstate New York, and White Christmas was absolutely beautiful. An ex-boyfriend that I had back in the day. So yeah, looking back a few years ago, when I was young and beautiful. Now I'm just old and ugly. You know how that is. But yeah, if I could go back to those times and know what I know now, wouldn't it be wonderful? And I know somebody was speaking about 19th birthday. It was actually on yesterday's live stream. Gail was saying about her stepdaughter's 19th birthday. I think it was yesterday, or it might be today. And yeah, we were all saying if we could go back to being 19 again, wouldn't it still be lovely? I don't know about me being beautiful. Anyways, I certainly don't have anybody chasing after me, so still single. So yeah, I don't think that sort of quite works. I'm afraid for me, Michelle. Just old, just old now, unfortunately, and it's sort of crazy the way the years just fly past once you sort of get over 21 or even mid-20s. The years just really start to fly past. I found. Maybe for some others, maybe not so much, but I found, yeah, once you're especially 25, the years really go past too quickly. And yeah, you don't sort of enjoy your youth when you're young, I found, or don't enjoy it like you should. You sort of get caught up partying and things, and not sort of getting as many good experiences that you can remember that you should. Really, that's the way I see it, anyways. If I could have that time again, I would have spent more time, around the markets and around all the lovely things to see, and less time in the clubs. Because, most of the nights when you sort of went clubbing, you don't really remember that much of that. I've found, anyways. Don't know if anybody, you know, can agree with those experiences or disagrees or anything like that. Oh, the Angry Atrox. Hi there, Todd. Great to see you. Yeah, we had somebody famous up here earlier. Dustin was in the chat. Of Dustin of Bushcraft Tools, and it was really great to see him in the chat. But I think he's fallen asleep now. We've had Moon over Miami. Moon was here with us earlier. Don't know if he's still here. We've had Troy, TA Florida, with us. Don't know if he's still here with us. Haven't seen Jocelyn. But I'd say Dustin's fallen asleep because he was saying it was about 1:30 or something, or 1:40 when he was here, AM, and he was just back from the pub, so he's probably fallen asleep. So yeah, what have you been up to, Todd? I know you've been very busy with a few things, and also spending time with a couple of your friends that are. I know you've got one friend you're saying he's not at all well, so everybody's busy catching up with him and spending time with him in case things don't sort of go well for him. So of course, thoughts and prayers are with him. And yeah, I totally understand that everybody's spending time with him while they can. And I do have a link up here somewhere if somebody wants to come up and say hello. I might just drop that link again in chat, I think. I hope I haven't caught anything. Coughing again. There is a bit of the what you call it going around here again by the sound of things. I had it about 6 months ago, so hopefully I should be pretty right from that. But I was over it under a week when I did get that thing. But I've heard it sort of going around again here, so I haven't heard of any colds or flus going around here, only the you know what. So yeah, I know all where most of you are, there's a lot of colds and flus going around. I know I was watching actually I think it was Monica and Eric. I was watching their channel, and Monica and the kids are all sick at the moment with the flu, so I hope they're feeling better. I don't know if you watch their channel, all of you here or not, but a really wonderful channel as well. And I should actually highlight them on the screen too. I'll just bring that up and we'll give them a shout. Just waiting for this to come up here. Internet is definitely a bit slow here today. But we'll just bring them up and highlight them and give them a bit of a shout too. And of course, I'll be happy to know that everybody's thinking of them. So yeah, if you don't know their channel, Bland's Promised Land Ranch, definitely worth checking out and following them. Wonderful people and a wonderful channel. I'll just drop their link. And yeah, give them a bit of a shout as well. I'll just bring up Todd's channel up here too and drop his link. Because Todd probably won't drop his own link, so we'll get his channel up and we'll give him a shout. Oh, you got a couple of new shorts I've got to catch up here with by the look of things, Todd. I'll catch them later today. But yeah, we'll just get Todd's channel up here and we'll highlight him and give him a shout, of course. Because I know Todd probably won't drop his own link, so we'll just drop his link for him and give him a shout. And oh yes, all good, Michelle. Thanks so much for coming by and watching here. And good night. And have a wonderful weekend. So yeah, we just got Todd's channel up here highlighted at the moment. Who else have we got here with us? Definitely, I need to do this Nightbot. I wonder if I hit settings and add nightbot.com. Will it work? Guess we'll just see what happens there. We'll just see what happens and yeah, I did put it there. Don't know if Nightbot will actually do anything. I haven't sort of set Nightbot to do anything much at the moment, so it may not do anything. I guess if somebody drops a heap of emojis, and we'll just see what happens. I guess. Because I did put that there, or I was on Nightbot. Trying to set up Nightbot. It's sort of well, it says the Nightbot should be there, so that should be interesting. Maybe somebody drop a heap of images and just see what happens. Somebody who's not in blue, I guess. Mightn't work because I haven't really set those commands up either, so Nightbot mightn't do much. I want to sort of get Nightbot sort of set up just to drop some ads, become a member of my channel, check out my merchandise store, all of that. So, just wondering if I although I think I exempted myself of sending too many images, so I mightn't sort of do it. It should have exempted me anyway, being the channel owner. Who do we still have here with us? I'm thinking I might have to grab myself a drink too. Moon, are you still here with us? Just thinking, if you could drop about 5 or 6 emojis and just see what happens. Oh, Todd, yes, definitely come up. I'll just stop sharing the screen.
Thank you.
Hey, Todd.
How are you doing, Arielle?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. You know how it is it's a Sunday here.
Yeah, Saturday
But
here.
yeah, not too bad. I'll just put the sound up.
Yeah, there's Saturday night here. Not a lot going on, so.
It's like here being a Sunday with not a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll go live in about. I'll go live again. What is it, about 11 hours time or something?
Right.
Because we all need the hours sort of to keep rocking in, and the ad revenue to keep, hopefully.
That's something I ain't seen in months.
I know it's been about 3 months since the last time I got something from YouTube with ad revenue. It sort of dropped right down for everybody by the sound of things.
Well, I was talking. Actually, had Snakes on the Plains guy, Nathan. He was able to stop by my house earlier, and he lives on the other side of the state, so he's not over here often. And we got to talking about like different things that like to collab on, and different things, different shots, different angles. And it seems like he's kind of got some really good ideas. Now, his friend, the Pemberton Boys, his channel's been like kind of just booming and exploding.
Yeah.
And he actually got picked up by a video production company this week.
Oh, sweet.
And I don't know exactly. Excuse me. I don't know exactly how well it's or how much it's going to pay him or whatever, but it's he's going to be working for this company that's going to like pay him to travel and make videos in different places. And I'm sitting there going, "Wow, my gosh, that's amazing."
It is amazing. Smallholder Homestead. Hi there.
Hey, Smallholder, how are you?
But yeah, we had somebody famous up here earlier. Well, he wasn't on the screen; he was just in the chat. But I think he's fallen asleep because he said, "Oh, he's just back from the pub." Lives in England, so it was about 1:30 or something, or 2 a.m. sort of when he was up. So he's probably fallen asleep.
Who was that? Was that Bushcraft?
Yeah, Dustin, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think they had a big soccer game today. I was watching it before I saw that you were live, and it was them versus France, and it's still 1-1. So I don't know who won. So don't spoil it for me.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's probably what they were watching in the pub, actually.
Yeah. Oh, it's huge over in England.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
I don't really know a lot about it, but then I'm not really into sports, full stop. So sports I could take it or leave it, sort of thing.
And I tend to like soccer here and there. I generally do watch the World Cup just because, like, it's just kind of like everybody in the world's watching it.
It's
So,
big, yeah.
and I don't like over in America or in the United States, like football and basketball are really big, and I don't really care for either of them, honestly. So I just I watch some hockey, but that's about it. So
Well, if I watch anything, I'll watch hockey because oh my goodness, I get into it. It's quite entertaining.
yes. Yeah, and I used to skateboard a lot, and I actually did some BMX biking when I was younger. I don't do it now. I'd kill myself. But
Oh,
that's fun to
interesting.
watch. That's
Well,
fun to watch.
even when I was younger, I would have nearly killed myself on those things too. Pretty uncoordinated with that sort of thing and with sports. So I tried roller skating once or twice and fell over badly. The couple of times I tried it. So I thought, yeah, things like skateboards, roller skates, and that sort of thing, definitely not for me.
Right. I'm kind of the same way. I could roller skate like nobody's business when I was younger, and now I just can't. I'm just not any good at it. I'll say that. It's like-
Yeah, I much prefer going for a hike or something, really.
exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I've always loved the outdoors too, and you go for a hike and you might see something really, really interesting. As well as the scenery, there might be an interesting animal or reptile or bird or something or flower that you see, as well as the outdoor scenery. So much prefer going for a hike.
I'm kind of the same way. I'd rather be out in nature, just getting fresh air or something.
Mm.
Um, I'm trying to I'm trying to run it. I'm not actively listening to it, but the Twitter Spaces and the information drop that's going on, that has been really fascinating. And I don't want to talk about it too much here because it's kind of like one of those things that I don't know. I just don't know that I'd cover on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else.
Yeah,
But it's been pretty interesting so far. I'll say that.
yeah. Twitter's sort of becoming cool again.
I kind of like it because I just got off a week suspension on Twitter, um, and I didn't think that what I said was that bad, but they kind of thought it was like violence or something. And I think I said something like I'd smack someone if they did that to me, and it's like I just got nuked for a week.
Yeah, it's probably just the algorithm and the old algorithm, and that hasn't sort of been fully cleaned out yet. Or
Right.
the old bot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know they're still working on it, and
Yeah,
it's I know that they've cleaned out a ton of like things to do with sex trafficking,
yeah,
child exploitation, and there's one lady that's like posting updates on how much they're clearing out. And they did like 44,000 profiles in one day. And that was what they had done in 2 previous months before Elon came along. So I'm kind of excited about Twitter again, honestly. Never thought I'd hear myself say that, but yeah, I just think it's getting interesting. And
Well,
so
of course, that stuff didn't get cleaned out in the old days because, all the blue tick, celebs that were on Twitter liked all that sort of crap. So it didn't get cleaned out. But of course, the blue ticks are very unhappy now that Elon's opened the blue ticks up to anybody if they pay the subscription.
right. I haven't got around. I mean, I probably won't do a verified account or anything because I just don't know that I'll be on it this much. But right now, it just seems like it's really an exciting time, and all the information that they're releasing very relevant to a lot of stuff that's happened in the United States. So I don't want to.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to.
I saw a very interesting video about that. It was either early this morning or it was yesterday. About some of the stuff that's been released between the collusion that went on between Twitter and the 3-letter.
The alphabet agencies.
Start with F, yes.
Yeah,
and that's fascinating.
The trust in those organizations in my neck of the woods is just
gone.
Is gone. It was ruined.
Down the toilet, yeah.
Wasn't a lot before that, but like now it's really in deep. So
yeah, and before that it was probably swirling around the bowl, but now everybody's pressed the button and it's just flushed right down.
Yeah, it's just gone. But I don't know what else has been going on over there.
Oh, just the same old, really. There was a state election a couple of weeks back. I think you heard about that. I might have been venting about that. The result seemed very set up because, the same tyrant is back in.
Yeah,
He's spoken as being like one of the most hated men in this whole state. So, but he's back. So yeah, go figure.
Man, it's just it's sometimes kind of funny. You look at something in America and you think, no way is this happening anywhere else, and sure enough, it is. So.
Oh yeah, and it's probably worse here because here is where they sort of test all the crap before they bring it in at the States.
Well, and
here in Canada is where they've been testing all the crap, and New Zealand, it's even a step even worse. New Zealand.
I've been hearing some interesting things about New Zealand. It seems like it's kind of getting interesting on one hand to some of the stuff that just I don't want to get into details because who knows what's going to happen here. I mean,
yeah,
I think a lot of people are looking at Twitter and seeing what's going on there and saying, did this happen on Instagram? Did this happen on Facebook? Did it happen on YouTube? And
if one was in on it, you know what I mean, Todd? If one was in on it, it wasn't just, one.
Right. And it's just, you kind of wonder how much money got sunk into all this stuff and all these people who are supposed to be impartial and not involved in this kind of stuff. Now it's coming to light that they were, and it's just, it's a very interesting time. I'll say that. I don't have much else to say. That's just kind of
Yeah, we can't sort of be too frank on here, can we? Yeah.
just it kind of makes it interesting. So
Whereas, if I decided to run a live on Rumble, we could sort of just let it all out.
and I'm telling
Run a live
people,
on Rumble. I should one day.
well, does it cost to do a live on Rumble?
I don't know. I've never done it, so don't think it does. It just
Well,
says you've got the option to go live. I should try it and see what happens.
well,
Then probably nobody would see it because
nobody watches my musings on Rumble anyway. I mean, except for you and like 3 other people, and that's
yeah,
fine. I don't go to Rumble to make like quality videos like I do on YouTube. But one thing that I've been telling people, especially people in the animal community who are making animal videos and they're getting demonetized on YouTube, and I'm talking about people with 100, 200,000
yeah,
subs.
yeah,
I'm
quite a
tell
lot of subs. Yeah,
I'm telling them start uploading to Rumble now. You upload it to YouTube, you just turn around, log into Rumble, and just upload it there, and
yeah, do a mirror upload. Yeah,
mirror upload. And the reason being because one of my friends had a video that had 20 million views. It was like 15 minutes long. It made him a lot of money. There is monetization on Rumble.
yeah,
And I'm sitting there thinking, it's like that video is gone forever because you didn't back it up.
yeah,
That's his prerogative. He can do what he wants. I mean, I've told him to back stuff up. If he doesn't want to listen to me, he doesn't have to. But I'm sitting there thinking, even though you might have not been making that much on Rumble, you could like start dropping links to it in your YouTube descriptions and stuff and saying, this is the video that they
yeah.
pulled
The full video.
here,
Yeah,
and run it over there, and you might not make as much money, but at least then it would still be out there,
yeah.
and it
It's
would.
still around.
And I think if you're a good creator, like if people tune into your stuff, like there's a few people that have been so um I don't want to say deplatformed or demonetized, but they just had such a rough time on YouTube that like I will go search them out on Rumble because they've just some of them have just flat given up on YouTube,
Yeah,
because the controversial nature of whatever they're talking about. But if I find them interesting enough, will I go watch them on Rumble? Yes.
yeah.
And that's why I think Rumble could be. It's never going. I don't think it's ever going to be bigger than YouTube. But
No.
could it be a serious competitor in the field? I think it could.
And that's what's needed with all these platforms is some real competition.
Well, and back in the day, I used to go to, back before YouTube was acquired by Google. I used to go to Daily Motion to find a lot of stuff. And now I'm finding stuff on Daily Motion that has been like removed from YouTube, or it's music and it's like not licensed for YouTube,
Yeah,
so it's not on there, but it's on Daily Motion. So I mean, what do you do? It's just kind of,
yeah.
I kind of, I'm not trying to say that YouTube is not a worthwhile endeavor. It is. I'm still uploading stuff on YouTube, but it's it's just it needs the competition to
Yeah,
keep them on their toes.
yeah, keeps them on the toes. I mean, why is Facebook so bad?
Exactly. There's no competition really in that field,
Yeah,
and
not in that field, nothing whatsoever. Twitter's a different sort of thing to Facebook. And then Instagram's a different sort of thing. Of course, when Facebook bought Instagram, well, I mean, that sort of, got rid of any sort of half competition, didn't it?
yeah, well, and it seems like people are using Facebook for what Twitter was originally used for. You know, like all the political debate and all the this and that and stuff like that. And but you know, Elon Musk fired like 75% of Twitter.
Yeah, he fired a real heap. Yeah.
And it runs better than it ever did
Oh,
before. And
yeah.
I'm sitting there
Well, I
going,
mean, he got rid of a lot of dead wood, didn't he? When you think about it.
well, yeah, and then you kind of wonder what the deadwood was doing while it was there.
Well, they were choking everything up, really. Deplatforming people and banning accounts and fact checking and all that. They were just choking the whole works up, basically.
I tell you
And they,
one thing that's been hilarious is Jack Dorsey, the former CEO of Twitter, is getting fact checked by Elon Musk.
oh,
Oh, it's
that's sweet.
hilarious.
That is hilarious. Yes.
It's really I think, you know, I'm talking to more and more people who are like saying they're staying away from mainstream news, and
Yep.
they're just getting their information off places like Twitter. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, I right now it really makes sense because you can. I don't want to broach subjects, but you can say about anything you want on Twitter right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Well, I don't watch the mainstream news networks because I'm not getting news on them. I'm only getting their
Propa-
opinion.
Propaganda, yeah,
Yeah, and propaganda. Yeah, I want the actual news. I don't want a lot of BS telling me what I should think about that story or that I shouldn't watch this or I don't want all that bullshit. I want the news and just the straight news without bullshit. You know what I mean?
right. And back, you know, 30, 40 years ago, I mean, they still had their slants, but it wasn't nearly as
It
bad as it
wasn't
is
so
now.
yeah, it wasn't so pronounced as now. Now it's
Hmm.
black and white.
Exactly. And well, how are you doing for Christmas? Are you about ready for Christmas, or do you need another 4 weeks?
Yeah, need another 4 weeks probably.
Yeah, I think that's kind of about the same thing as what we're going through here. Is it's creeping in quicker than we expect, and got a lot of our shopping done for the people that we buy for, and you know, it's you know, other than that, it seems like it's. I just can't. It seems like it should still be Halloween or something. I'm not
Yeah,
understanding where the time is going.
and the shopping is damn right depressing.
Yes.
The cost of everything. It's basically it's working out double of what it was the year before.
Well, and we're seeing some things like get a little better over here, like gas prices are dropping a little. But then they're talking about the Fed is going to hike the interest rate again next week, which is going to be ultra tough on home buyers and stuff, and people trying to, you know, get established and get a new family set up and stuff like that. So I don't, you know, I don't know
Yeah,
exactly where it's going to, you know, lead or what it's going to do or.
they're going to hike the rate here again too next week, and it basically makes it tough, for even renters too, because the people that own the house that's renting it out, well, most of them are paying off mortgages, so of course you know what happens.
Right.
They hike the rate to cover the mortgage.
Exactly. And I tell you, I don't know, you know, I don't know what people actually do in Australia. I mean, I don't know like if home ownership's as big of a deal there as it is in the States. But I was talking to a younger person yesterday and they were like, my gosh, how do you ever, you know, pull this off and own a home? And I'm just like every year it seems like it gets tougher and tougher.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
put
it's a big dream here for people to own their own home. Like,
Yeah.
like in the States, it's the same sort of, motivation, people to own their own home, like in the States.
Well, and like I like to tell people, you don't own your home. The bank owns your home until you pay off the bank.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, yeah.
Right. And
But, it used to be somebody might have paid a home off in about 15 years, but now it's a whole working life before somebody can pay a home off.
right.
It could be 40 years, 30, 40 years to pay a home off.
Exactly.
They've just paid it off, and then they're selling the home to move into retirement village.
Right.
And they
And
don't get an awful lot of change for the home to move into a retirement village or a nursing home or what have you. Basically, any profit is gone. And
it,
it's probably similar in the States.
it seems like it's that way, where a lot of people I know have generally they wanted, the financial gurus and people who would give you coaching advice on how to come out ahead financially.
Yeah,
They would say, get a 15-year note if you can make that happen. If not, do a 30-year. And I know a lot of people who have been blessed. They have good jobs, and they hang on. Oh, did I lose you? No, there.
oh, your camera's out. Oh, it's back up now.
Yeah, no, I was getting a text.
Yeah.
I had to silence it, but a lot of people are, like now I'm talking to people who are like, I'm just giving up on ever thinking of buying a home,
Yeah.
and kind of sad, but I also understand how that happens. It's
Oh, same here. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, people are just giving up on ever buying a home or ever owning a home. And people have even given up on they might be paying a home off, but ever finish paying it off.
right. But by the time you get it paid off, it's time to go into the nursing home or something.
Yeah. And I mean, what sort of life's that?
Exactly. And
It sucks, yeah.
that's why I kind of think the so-called American dream is changing as we speak.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it's
really dead. Yeah, the old American dream is nearly dead, yeah.
yeah, it's you know, I don't know. I hesitate to say I think I see where the future is going, but it kind of, the uproar over here is like none of our mainstream media is covering all this information that's being released.
Oh,
And
they're never going to cover that. Same here. They're never going to release that because well, there's an awful lot of dirt on the mainstream media involved in everything that's gone on. So they're not going to incriminate themselves.
well, and then you kind of look at it and think, well, they're technically in collusion
Oh yes, absolutely.
with
That's what I
these
mean by
people,
dirt on them, the mainstream media.
right? And it's just it's interesting. I'll say that. I will say it's very, very interesting. And I don't know. I just it'll be interesting to see where it all goes.
Yeah, it's a pity that the mainstream population doesn't turn off the mainstream media.
And I think if you could get enough people to do that,
That would change things. Yeah.
it would change things. And but then again, I think sadly a lot of people, at least in the States, have become too complacent on just having information given to them
Yeah.
and
Oh,
not
yeah.
and not
I mean,
checking it out.
this is my mainstream media. You're going to giggle at this. I mean, probably showing my ass when I bend over to get this thing. But that's the mainstream media.
Right.
Unplugged, thrown in the corner.
It's about as worthless up here. I try to watch it only for the weather, and even then, that's all hit and miss too. We have really turbulent weather here in Oklahoma. It can be sunny and 80 degrees one day, and then the next day it can be snowing.
Yeah.
It's just kind
Well,
of
I mean,
back
I
and
get the weather. I get the weather off the internet.
Mhm.
I can run the radar and that sort of. You probably seen it on screen when I run the radar.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of definitely something. But oh,
Just don't want to watch. I don't want to watch the mainstream media channels and the mainstream TV channels because they're all the time just trying to push a certain agenda down my throat. They can't just report the news or show the weather or what have you and leave it at that. Even their normal TV shows, it's all pushing one agenda or one story, and nothing's just purely about entertainment for the sake of entertainment anymore, which is really sad.
and that's why I honestly I was very much back in the like 70s and 80s and even into the 90s. I was very very into music, and I definitely always enjoyed going to concerts and checking out people's new albums and stuff. And now it's like it's all been made so political and so socially
Yeah,
agenda driven that it's just not fun anymore. And
yeah, I could
so
care less about music or mainstream music now because it's all about the agenda and not just listening to music for the tune.
right,
The tune you don't want to be preached at when you're listening to a song. You want the song for the song.
right. And it's like, back in the 80s music, and and even your movies and TV programs, a lot of times they were all about having, a good time or partying or having
Yeah,
fun. And and now it's like, okay, what are these people trying to say? Why are they trying to say it? Who's behind them? Is this why they got a record deal?
mm,
And it's kind of like the whole athletes that get involved with the political things on either side of it.
yeah,
I just, I turn on sports or something to take my mind off of that kind of stuff. And I
well, you're
want to
not
be.
going to get that on sports now either because they've all got an opinion.
Mhm. And my opinion is, I don't care what your opinion is. I'm watching to see you either put the ball in the net or score the goal.
Yeah,
And
or whatever. Yeah, play the game.
right, and that's kind of that's one thing I kind of do like about the World Cup, is it seems like, at least with soccer, like everybody comes from their own different countries, and it is a global event, and nobody really seems to care about any of that stuff. And so, you know, having said that, it just seems like it's more fun or something. And you can just get into it and watch game after game. And like I said, the France England game finished earlier today or yesterday, and I'm still watching it. But yet I'm staying away from Facebook and other things because I don't want to see the end result. I want to know the outcome.
Yeah,
But that's the beauty of it, though, is you don't have to worry or um, get into any of the stuff. It's just the game.
Yeah. Oh, I remember some wicked nights in Jakarta when World Cup was on.
Hmm.
And sometimes World Cup would fall during Ramadan, so that made it very interesting.
What was that like? Because Ramadan's the big holy day, right? The big holy period.
Well, yeah, the fasting period. Well, it'd be still open slather, but not so open about open slather. So they'd serve their beers and their mixed drinks and cocktails and that like in a coffee cup.
Ah, gotcha.
Do you
I was
know
gonna
who the biggest drinkers in Jakarta were?
say,
Guess.
um, the soccer fans,
Muslims.
Muslims. Okay.
And a lot of Muslims from the Middle East.
Wow.
When they're in Indonesia, of course, there was nobody watching them, so of course, they'd all go to the clubs and whatnot and drink themselves silly.
Well, I was going to say I didn't know. I thought that maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else, but I thought like in Indonesia, like alcohol was like highly controlled and illegal. Or am I thinking of somewhere
Oh,
else?
you froze up, Todd. Indonesia's interesting. A lot of the laws sort of depend on the province.
Okay.
Oh, you still with us, Todd?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
I don't know if you heard me. I said Indonesia's interesting. A lot of the laws depend on which province you're in. For example, like Jakarta or the province that Jakarta is in, Java's not so high, not so hard line. Oh, Moon, hi there, Moon. Great to see you back. Bali, of course, not so hard line. But then you get
Hmm.
like Aceh, where the tsunami happened. That's a very hard line province.
Right.
There's not even like bars or clubs up there in that province.
Well, and like over here in the States, even though it's getting rarer and very you don't see nearly as much of it as you used to. They'd have things like dry counties and non-dry counties. And like in places like somewhere like Arkansas or Oklahoma used to, you could buy alcohol in this county, but you couldn't
Yeah,
buy it in this other county. And I think
yeah.
there's
And I
still
guess that
some
happened a lot in Utah too.
Utah, Texas, a lot of those places they have just different you know
Yeah.
religion controlled laws, and a lot of places you still can't buy liquor on Sunday, which I kind of think is ridiculous because all the people who drink just buy twice as much on Saturday. So
Yeah, and have it at home. Yeah,
you're not really stopping anything. So
probably making things worse because they're going to have an awful lot stored up for Sunday, and they'll probably have like a double session and double amount on Sunday, and end up, more drunk, more fights, more horrible things happening because they've just drank way too much on Sunday compared to what they would on a Saturday.
exactly, and that was kind of one of those things that you know I kind of like in America, I want to say prohibition was started by the women because the women would have to deal with their husbands after they'd been drinking,
Yeah.
they'd get beat up or something, and so they rallied against prohibition, and it kind of created a bigger problem because
Mm.
then it drove it all underground. You still had the same problems, but you just
Mm.
I mean, it's like then on top of the social problems you already had, you had the legal problems,
Yeah.
and
And
probably put
they're probably drinking harder liquor under prohibition because it wasn't regulated.
right.
You can't you can't sell whiskey of over a certain percentage, and it's got to be pure without methanol in it or what have you. Whereas under prohibition, it was sort of it was whatever you got, and sometimes people might have put rubbing alcohol in a, with water to make a drink or whatever to make a quick buck.
Yes, exactly. And I can agree more. It seems like that is really the case, and
Yeah, I've
so
seen that sort of thing in Indonesia. People, there's not the regulation in Indonesia like there is in Western countries. So people will make and sell cheap alcohol, and cheap alcohol could contain methanol or goodness knows what. And you often hear in the news that somebody's died from drinking this cheap alcohol because it's full of methanol or something toxic.
right. Yeah, it's really an odd thing to me because we've had regular alcohol here for so long that that it was that they had different laws pertaining to it, but in the United States everyone is not everyone everywhere, like in New York and probably some places in California it's a little different. You walk everywhere you go, but all the rest of the country, like in Oklahoma and Texas, Kansas, Missouri, everybody drives everywhere.
Yeah,
So you have a lot of drinking and driving
DUI.
laws,
Yeah.
and so that kind of plays into it. And Oklahoma has now passed medical marijuana, and it's supposed to be for medicinal uses, but a lot of people, it seems like, are using it that have like some kind of
Mm.
bogus injury or back pain or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging anyone who uses it because I don't
Yeah.
think it's any worse than alcohol. But
If they find the right doctor and they can get prescribed it, if the right doctor's getting his paycheck, he's happy to prescribe whatever.
exactly, and I think that's kind of a problem that's occurring. But I don't know. They don't pay me the big bucks to figure it out, so
Yeah,
I
same
just
here.
I just try and watch out for them when I'm on the road. I'll say that.
Well, I wonder too with it here. I mean, a big thing here is they actually DUI's big here, and they have like different roadside drug tests as well. And so somebody with some marijuana in the system, even just a little bit, can get hammered quite hard if they're caught driving with some of that in the system.
Right. And we're dealing with a lot of that here now that marijuana has taken off, and now it's like so many people are using it that it's like putting an added strain on the public transportation system, the police, the highway patrol, and and things like that. And then it's like states where it's like not legal yet, like Texas. I'm hearing that like people are buying like stuff in Oklahoma and running it to
Yeah, over the
Texas.
border, and yeah.
Yeah, and it's I mean, don't get me wrong. These you'll have these we were having these problems anyway before. I
Hmm.
just think it's grown to a bigger scale now that we've done that. So,
Yeah, well, it's not legal. It's not legal in this state, but there is medical that is legal. So, of
right.
course, the same sort of issues are here as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's sort of a worldwide issue, I think, worldwide problem.
I wouldn't doubt it. I know that I know that like in like Russia, like alcohol is all over the place, but marijuana is highly restricted.
Very, very frowned upon. Yeah.
Yes, um and I'm sitting there thinking, you know,
Yeah, go into Russia with a vape cartridge with marijuana. Well, you know what happens.
Well, and I'm sitting here, Ariel, thinking, like, okay, when I was in junior high school, I mean, we got told that, if you ever travel to another country, you really need
Mm,
to look at that country's laws as to what's
yeah,
legal and what's not legal. And so that's why I'm kind of aghast that we did what we did to get that one basketball
oh
player
yes,
back.
absolutely, yeah.
Because
And I mean, they swapped her for an absolute tyrant.
exactly, and someone who was very dangerous. And then while we're giving billions of dollars to Ukraine that we can't afford to give them,
Yeah, exactly.
we release someone back to the Russians who's going to provide more arms to the Russians. I have no doubt.
Mm. Oh yes, well he'll provide to both sides like he's always done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he plays each side against the other and just watches his profits increase.
Exactly.
Yeah, that dude's a real piece of work. That one.
It is quite interesting. It is quite interesting. But I wanted to jump on with you real quick because I saw you were live and I had a little bit of time to come on and hang out for a bit. And I'm going to have to go here in about 5 minutes. So, I'm just glad I could make a live for once and join
Yeah,
you.
it was
So,
great to catch you.
mm-hmm.
And it sort of added a bit of interest to this live too. Dusted on earlier, and now you here now on the screen. It's added a bit of interest. So yeah, it's all good when we can.
Well, and hopefully, I haven't done. And I was talking to Nathan earlier from Snakes on the Plains.
Yeah,
He's like, man, he's talking about, he's wanting to do another live, but he just hasn't been motivated. And I'm just like, man, I kind of feel the same way. I have not been motivated to get out and do a live lately. I mean, I did one like couple weeks ago, and then I did one a week before that. And
yeah,
I just kind of feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over, and I just kind of am like dragging on. But it's winter up here, and there's not a lot of nature to go explore. So
yeah,
there's not a lot of other things to talk about, and and so you just kind of are just left with whatever you do. And a lot of people go bird watching during this time of the year, and that's not a bad thing, but
mm,
it's just it's cold outside. I don't want to be outside when it's cold.
yeah.
um
I prefer the cold over the heat, but yeah, some people are sort of the opposite, prefer the hot weather and don't function in the cold. So I totally get that.
yeah, I'm the opposite. I will take the heat over the cold any day. And
Yeah, you need
even
to come down here, Todd, and try and find some goannas and blue tongues and eastern browns and tigers and that sort of thing.
oh, believe me, if I had unlimited resources, I think Australia would be one of the places I would visit.
Yeah, you'd definitely find them around where I live. I mean, you see some of the woodland and that where I go. Well, you'd know where to find stuff. You'll find them.
Yes, definitely. And I always wanted to stop by. Well, back when he was alive, I wanted to stop by Steve Irwin's zoo. And now that he's not there, I don't know. Most of those animals I've already seen before anyway. I don't know that it would be special now that he's gone. So,
Yeah, it sort of lost a lot of its interest, sort of. Because I mean, you know, that dude was a real character. He sort of added to the whole experience there, didn't he?
yeah. And he definitely was very, very popular here in the States. And,
I think he was more popular in the States than what he is in Australia, or was in Australia, actually.
well, I remember hearing that the Australian government offered him, I think, a statesman's funeral, which is where they go. I guess they go and make a big deal out of it. And when he passed away, but that I heard his family, I guess, wasn't interested in that.
Yeah, it is a big deal to get offered like a state funeral, but he was offered that because of all the tourism dollars and exposure that he brought in from America. That's why he was offered that.
Right, and I tell you, it's I would meet people just at the store or somewhere, and that I might be like wearing my crocodile hunter hat. I had a crocodile hunter baseball
Yeah,
cap. It's still around here somewhere. And there would be people who I never knew were into reptiles or anything, but they were like, "Oh, we went to Australia just to go to his zoo." And I'm sitting there going, "Wow," because like you have had, I mean, the people I'm talking about, no interest in snakes or crocodiles or turtles that I knew about. So if they were, like I didn't see it, and
but they wanted to go and see, they wanted to go and see him with the crocodiles. Yeah,
right. And that's kind of one thing I think that has affected social media pertaining to reptiles in the United States was Steve Irwin, and I'm not bashing him at all because I thought he's a very very brilliant, passionate man. But a lot of kids in the United States tried to do things and imitate him, and he was kind of one of a kind. Most people should not have done the things he did,
yeah, shouldn't imitate the things that he did. Well,
and and some of the Australian snakes are like highly venomous or not aggressive. Whereas like a rattlesnake is not that venomous compared to like an
but
inland
it's yeah,
taipan.
highly aggressive. Yeah,
But yeah, if you pick it up, it's going to turn around and it's going to nail you. So it's quite
yeah,
interesting the way things are looked at.
yeah.
You know,
Although the local snakes here will nail you too if you pick one up. But it's probably harder to pick one up because they see people and they're just they're
yeah,
very shy generally.
exactly. It's it's something else. So you know, but I'm going to leave you logged in on my desktop. However, I'm going to have to pull
Yeah,
out
I
of
won't
the
be going that much
studio.
longer.
But I
Live,
don't
yeah,
I don't know how long I've been on. 20, 30 minutes maybe.
yeah, something like that. I was actually sort of getting ready to think, oh yeah, I'll call it a day. And then you were here, so I thought, oh well, I'll keep running, and
Well,
so it's
I
probably gone like about 30 minutes longer than what I was going to.
well
Just being a pop-up impromptu live.
right, and I appreciate that because we don't often get on together.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah,
hard for schedules to sync up
yeah.
and
Well,
things,
it's not a
but
huge hassle for me. I mean, it's not like I'm scratching for data, and if I use up all my StreamYard hours because I don't want to buy it, I just will go onto Melon and do it through Melon, or just go on by myself and have an old style YouTube live stream directly through the YouTube app.
right, you can always do
I mean,
that.
I do have unlimited data, so I mean the data to actually do it is no hassle.
Right.
It's why I can run people's playlists and run things for people constantly just to help their watch hours because
We love you for it.
oh thanks. But yeah, I'm not limited for data. Well, my phone was telling me, and I've got like about it's only halfway through the month. Oh, data warning! You've used 1 TB of data.
Right,
And
right.
that's just the default warning on the phone, not that it's any hassle because looking at my internet last month I used like about 2 or 3 terabytes of data all up. It's
Yeah,
unlimited. I don't pay extra, whether I use 1 TB, 500 megabyte, or 5 TB. It doesn't cost me any extra.
it's definitely good to have that in your corner. But
Oh,
I'm
if you're
going
doing
to.
YouTube, you've got to have it because especially like when I upload my videos are in 4K and 60 frames per second. It's you're
It takes up
basically
a lot.
uploading about 4 times the data for the same amount of film as if you were making a 1080.
Right. Exactly. But I've got to cut out, so I'll see you soon,
Yep,
Miss Ariel. You take it
yep.
easy and have a good rest of your Sunday.
Yeah, you too. I'm going to have a restful afternoon until I go back on. We'll see you later, Todd. Yeah, so I'm going to give everybody, 5 or 10 minutes just to have a chance to say hello, goodbye, or whatever, and then I'll call it a day myself. I'll actually bring this radar back up because it's probably interesting for you all. Oh yes, so it happens, Todd. It happens. Internet can be a bit hit and miss at times. I'm going to have to get up and have a stretch anyways. I'll leave this run for a few minutes, just giving everybody a chance to say hello, goodbye, or whatever. But yeah, I'll bring the radar up and show you that. It looks like we've got some weather coming in. I'll just click on the Melbourne radar and oh, Yunstar girl, hi there. Great to see you. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go off soon. I will be live again in about 10 hours time. Oh no. This is an impromptu. I have the live still set at in 10 hours time. I just it was just a bit quiet this afternoon. I thought, oh, I'll just go on live. What else is there to do, sort of thing. So this is just a pop-up live. So yeah, you certainly haven't got your time mixed up or anything like that. So yeah, all good. But yeah, I'm just sort of going to get ready to go off soon. But I just give everybody a chance to say hello, goodbye, and all that before I cut the live off. Oh yes, hopefully I can catch that one. But yeah, I'll be back in about 10 hours live. So yeah, early Sunday morning for you. Oh, I better go and grab my a soda out of the fridge too. Yeah, it 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. But yeah, I'm going to cut things off here on this live in about 5 minutes time. So I'd actually gone about 30 minutes longer than what I'd sort of planned to originally. I had Todd come up, so I was about to go off, and then he come up, so I kept going. Then it was good to see him here live on screen. I've just got some sugar-free cola at the moment, but yeah, lemonade, cola, Lift, Fanta, all the usual, Coke. But yeah, pretty much all the usual. Yeah, I better go and get this. I put a bottle of soda in the freezer when I got back from the shops a couple of hours ago. I better get that out before it freezes and breaks the bottle. And it started to freeze the cola. You'll have a giggle at this one when I show you. Oh yeah, lemonade and strawberries is pretty good. Yes, so true. But yeah, it started to freeze. My cola started to freeze. So yeah. Actually, lemonade with homemade strawberry jam. Try that. That's even better. If you get your Sprite, you mix that, your Sprite with homemade strawberry jam. Even better. Yeah, I should. I do that when I make my iced coffee. I have a steel cup in the freezer that I do that with. But yeah, this cola was just from the shop before, so it was quite warm and quite hot. So I thought, oh, I'll put my soda into the freezer just to cool down. But yeah, if you've got some homemade raspberry jam or strawberry jam or blackberry jam or something like that, it's really good with your lemonade. Or if you make some homemade apple jelly, that's really good with lemonade also. Anyways, I'm going to cut off in a minute and call it a day and get some rest and relaxation because I'm going to be back live in about 10 hours. So, I've sort of got to, you know, have a bit of a rest and a relaxation. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, really great to see you. Anyways, I'm going to cut this off now, and yeah, I'll be back in about 10 hours. So, yeah, take care and have a great sleep, I guess, because it's probably sleep time where you are. And I haven't had my lunch yet, and it's getting late for lunch, so I should really put something on for my lunch. So I'll probably do that. So I'm thinking I might make some pigs in blankets or something. I've got some sausages out. I've got some sheets of pastry in the freezer, so I can always do that. So yeah, we'll see you later. Take care, and yeah, I'll be back in about 10 hours. Yeah, it should be yummy. Okay, I'll see you in a few hours.